From the topic synthesis of organic compounds, in the last lecture we have seen criteria for ideal organic synthesis, what is mean by percentage yield, what is the concept of selectivity. So let's begin with the next point, types of organic synthesis. So what are the types of organic synthesis? So there are different types of organic synthesis. First one is linear synthesis, second is convergent synthesis, and the next is a multi-component synthesis. So now first one, what is meant by a linear synthesis? See here, it is a synthesis in which the product is obtained through a series of single steps. So if there are series of single steps are there in the reaction, then that synthesis is known as a linear synthesis. So see here, so A gives to B, B gives C, C gives D, then we are getting a product. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 4 steps are there, which are series of steps are there. So when see this example here, aniline initially it is acylated, then we are getting an amide NHCOCH3, then bromination takes place, and finally on hydrolysis we are getting para-bromo aniline as a product. If you see this one, so conversion of aniline to para-bromo aniline requires 1, 2 and 3 steps. So these 3 steps are continuous or series of steps are there, therefore that synthesis is known as a linear synthesis. So next is a convergent synthesis. So in convergent synthesis, the final product is obtained as a result of reaction between compounds obtained separately through 2 different routes. Now see here, it is a synthesis in which the final product is obtained as a result of reaction between compounds obtained separately through 2 different routes. Now see this one. So here A plus B gives P in the first step. In the second step, C plus D are get reacted and we are getting Q as a product. In the final step, the P and Q. So we are adding P from the first product of the first step, Q second, the product of the second step. Then we are going to combine this P and Q. Then we are getting the final product in the step third. So in convergent synthesis, the final product is obtained as a result of reaction between the compounds obtained separately through 2 different routes. So see this example, synthesis of Benadryl. So this is an histamine drug. So this Benadryl is synthesized by the convergent synthesis. Now see the first step here. I will explain. In the exam there is no mechanism. So this is a epoxide is there, and this is the amine is reacted here. So the lone pair of the nitrogen attacks on this carbon and this ring is get opened here. So therefore this hydrogen goes to this oxygen and it becomes OH, CH2, 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 and this is NCH3 2 times, CH3 twice. So we are getting a compound A from the epoxidant secondary amine. So the secondary amine attacks on this compound, we are getting the compound A. So step second, so this is a diphenylmethane. So bromination of this diphenylmethane takes place and we are getting this compound B. So the third step, condensation of compound A and B. So this is a compound A, this is a compound B. So these are now condensed with each other. Now see here, this the lone pair on the oxygen attacks here on this carbon and bromine is removed, and this H and Br is get removed as an HBr, and now the reactant PHCHCH3 and oxygen is, this whole group is attached to that carbon. So this is nothing but the Benadryl. So now see the first step. Step first, we are getting compound A, In the step second, we are getting compound B. Then in the third step, we are adding A and B. We are getting the final product, that is Benadryl. So this is nothing but the convergent synthesis. So these two are simple one, that is linear synthesis, in which series of steps are there. In convergent synthesis, in this case, the product of first step and product of second step are get reacted with each other, and we are getting the final product in the third step. Now see, the next one is multi-component synthesis. Means what? Multi-component. An organic synthesis involving more than two components in a reaction vessel, then that is known as multi-component synthesis. Means in an organic reaction, if suppose there are more than two components are there, so suppose A plus B plus C, okay, then three components are going to be react with each other by different steps, then that reaction is known as an multi-component synthesis. Since the reaction takes place in a constrained system, there is a decrease in entropy. Thus, unless the change in enthalpy is sufficiently negative, the reaction cannot be feasible. So, this multi-component synthesis is more efficient than a single or multi-step synthesis, because in terms of yield and economy, the efficiency of this multi-component reaction is more than single step. Therefore, it is more efficient. So the multi-component reactions are more efficient than single steps or these multiple steps because of the more yield and economy. So the example for this multi-component synthesis is a managed reaction. Now see what is meant by a managed reaction. So this managed reaction is nothing but there is a condensation of compound containing one or more active hydrogens. So the compound must have reactive methylene compound, and that reactive methylene compound is reacted with formaldehyde and ammonia. So this ammonia, or we may use primary amine or secondary amine, so they forming beta amino compound is called managed reaction. So in this managed reaction, we are going to there is condensation of compound containing one or more active hydrogens and with formaldehyde and ammonia. Then we are getting a product that is known as managed reaction or managed base. The reaction is generally carried out in acidic medium, though enolizable ketones are preferred as active hydrogen containing compounds. Other active hydrogen compounds may be used as beta ketoester, beta cyanoester, nitroalkanes, heterocyclics can also be used for the carry out this reaction. The product of managed reaction is called as managed base. So the product of this reaction is called as a managed base. The reaction takes place in two steps. Now see the first step here. The reaction of formaldehyde with amine. The reaction of formaldehyde with amine gives us the managed intermediate under acidic condition. So in the initial step, the amine and aldehyde is reacted in presence of this acidic condition. Then we are getting a managed intermediate. Then that managed intermediate is reacted with the active hydrogen containing compound that is known, and we are getting a final product that is known as a managed base. So this is a formaldehyde. Dimethylamine is there, secondary amine is used here, and acetophenone, that is active methylene compound containing active methylene compounds are there, and when these three components are get reacted with each other, then we in presence of acidic condition we are getting this managed base PHCO CH2 CH2 NHCH3 twice Cl minus. So this is what the managed reaction is there. Next multi-component synthesis is Benzinelli reaction. So now see here what is the Benzinelli reaction. So this is a multi-component one-pot organic synthesis between beta ketoester, aryl aldehyde and urea to produce pyrimidones. So in Benzinelli reaction we have a product pyrimidones. So So this pyrimidone is get by mixing beta ketoester as an active methylene compounds, aryl aldehyde and urea. So when these three compounds are get mixed in presence of acidic condition, then we are getting pyrimidones as a product. So this reaction is catalyzed by Bronsted acid and Lewis acid. So see this here, ethyl acetoacetate is used here and is in the form of enol form. So here we are writing the enol, this compound in this form. COC2H5 is here, carbon double bond carbon is written here, and the CH3 is written here, and OH is here. So this keto-enol form, so this enol structure is used, aromatic aldehyde is there, and this urea, that is NH2CO NH2 is used. So in this case the OH and hydrogen of this urea is reacted, oxygen hydrogen are get reacted, and we are getting a cyclic compound here, so by use of acidic medium. So the reaction is modified by using N-substituted urea. We may use N-substituted urea or thiourea as in presence of instead of urea to obtain derivatives of pyrimidones. See this organic compound here, instead of this urea we are using substituted urea as a reactant for this for this Pangelini reaction. So this is what the small point, the types of organic synthesis. Linear is there, convergent synthesis is there, and multi-component organic synthesis is used for the formation of different organic compounds. Thank you.